this afternoon. Kenna Phelan, one of Florida State's 2 setters in their 6-2 system, is back to serve and to get us underway. Away we go in Tallahassee between the Tigers and the Noles. Addie Raines jammed up on serve, receive, and there is Daly cross-court finding the Terraflex. Clemson is on the board first.
Exactly who we expected Clemson to look to early. She commands this offense, and get ready for a lot more of those, Sean.
Certainly will. So off the Daly kill, Kate Hansen goes back to serve, the sophomore who transferred in from Texas Tech. Nice pass by Florida State. Taylor Head on the attack. That ball remains in play, though it did get up into the ceiling. It'll be a free ball opportunity for the Noles. Out of the middle, there's Corey Lewis.
There it is. I love Florida State establishing that middle option early, get Corey Lewis going. This offense feeds off of her, so if you get her going early, good things are going to happen.
Year in, year out, Florida State opens up their offense through the middle. As you mentioned, Meredith, that is an important swing to set the tone early for Florida State. Service error by the Noles. Meanwhile, Audrey Koenig going to the back row. She'll play all 6 rotations for Florida State. That's an early error for Koenig, who, like Lewis, was honored on senior day today. That'll send Catherine Sant back to serve. And we'll get a net fault here against Clemson. Sant charging up to try to set that ball, caught the net. Daly off speed. Lewis, anything but.
There it is again, Corey Lewis. I want to go back to Asia Daly over there on the right side. So now we've already seen her on the left and right pin. And now Corey Lewis just coming strong, as we know she does through the middle.
3-2 Florida State. Daly. We have called Asia Daly's name early and often for good reason. That is kill number 2 for number 7.
That one just a little off speed. Asia looked like she was a little bit off in her timing, but that block worked to her advantage.
Just 3 rotations for Daly. McKenna Gildon, the libero, checks in to serve in her place. Henke off the right. And Kylie Filamawa just punishes that overdig for a kill.
That looked personal, Kylie Filamawa up there. It's been so much fun to watch her. Chris Poole says she's capable of playing anywhere on the court, and that team of Florida State is so much better when she is out there.
The sophomore from Bothell, Washington. Johanna Sova checking in as Florida State's second middle instead of Kelsey Perry. It's the second service error by the Seminoles.
Where greatness is defined by grit, determination, championship coaches, and exceptional athletes. The premier conference in college basketball. With dynamic programs and returning superstars, the ACC is loaded with talent ready to command the court. Winning isn't just the goal, it's the expectation. This is the ACC. Accomplish greatness.
For the second time in the last 3 years, Clemson men's soccer is once again national champs.
If Clemson's a stock, you better buy all you freaking can buy right now. Let's
go. The world needs you to tackle the challenges that we are facing, and I believe that your impact at Clemson and across the world will be significant in your lifetime.
Well, I mentioned before the break that Chris Poole had seen enough of his team's miscues. He's the second winningest active Division I head coach, the fastest in the ACC to this point to reach his first 200 conference wins, 11 consecutive NCAA tournament appearances broken up by the COVID year, has coached 24 All-Americans at Florida State, 2 of which are on the roster currently, 1 of which in the back row in Audrey Koenig. It's 6-5 Clemson, make it 6-all. And Meredith, one thing timeouts can do, it allows you to reassess some things, but it also can cause you to ice the server a little bit. Case in point with Nehemiah Yoki.
Absolutely, and Florida State's finally happy to see a service error go their way and get this one back.
And there's a big block for FSU. Audrey Koenig teaming up with Johanna Sova.
Mia McGrath there, nice effort, but just the stuff was too much.
FSU ranking in the top half of the conference in blocking. Good cover. Good cover again. Great defense by the Tigers. And they stay in the rally long enough, and Florida State commits the attack error.
I love the defensive effort from Florida State here, blocking, up, and then they're up again. Unfortunate for Audrey Koenig to hit it out. Clemson's resilience kept them going, but yeah, gonna have to work through that one. And they'll get a chance.
The service errors have been contagious early. 5 between these two teams, 2 for the Tigers, 3 for the Seminoles. Not an ace between the two squads. Decent pass and off 1 foot. There's a kill for Hansen.
Really nice on the slide there. Kate Hansen coming over to the right side. Just all power.
Hansen running that tight slide, now going back to serve. Sophomore from Weatherford, Texas, serves down the line. Lewis off the top of the block. Daly dug out.
There it is again, that athleticism from Daly. Like I said, she just swings so hard. Sometimes you just can't combat that on the dig.
And Asia Daly, who came into this match 2.5 points away from 1,000 in her career, with that 3rd kill, has eclipsed that mark. Tight. Daly again. Nice up by Dukes. And Koenig is the beneficiary off the right.
Dukes did a great job of establishing her platform. She learned from that pass swing from Asia Daly, and then they were able to capitalize on that one.
So a kill for Koenig, who now rotates to the back row. And that is another service error for Florida State. Meredith, it's an interesting serving motion. She combines that jump top with a little float principle to it.
Yeah, it's been really fun to watch these Florida State serves. That's one of their advantages, that they have a lot of different serving styles, so they're able to mix it up against teams. Chris Poole loves that. A lot of times the opponent doesn't know what to expect.
Tough stretch for Koenig. Off the service error, an attack error as well for number 4 in black.
You almost wonder if the senior day fanfare might be getting to her a little bit. It's a lot to put pressure on yourself in that way, but the kind of player she is, we can expect her to bounce back.
A lot of pressure, a lot of emotion. Corey Lewis on the slide had it dug up, and Clemson is rolling here in this first set.
I love this read from Asia Daly. She does such a good job of mixing up her shots to keep the opponents off balance. She's really crafty, and we saw that with the off speed just then.
3-0 run for the Tigers. Out of system for Taylor Head. Sant digs it out. We almost got a souvenir. A now 4-0 run after the Yoki kill. And Corey Lewis puts an end to it.
Corey Lewis was tired of that 4-0 run. She was ready for the ball back.
Senior from Tallahassee, Florida. On pace to have one of the top 2 hitting percentages in program history, along with the late Brianna Berry, who also hails from here in Tallahassee. Nice pass. And guess who?
Asia Daly up again, and Koenig just can't get her hands on that one. It's that power. I've said it already a lot, but it's just a common theme. She's so strong.
Florida State struggling on first ball contact. Off speed finds the floor though, and that's an important side out for the Noles.
They get a nice break there. I'm excited to see what they do with this after getting this side out here. They're really needing to just take a breather and get the ball back and well, they've got the ball back, but just get back in their offensive system.
Florida State hitting 278 to Clemson's 462. And the tip finds the floor. You name it, Clemson is scoring on it. Off speed, full speed, doesn't matter. Indigo Young with her second kill in the last 3 points.
Nice shot from Young there. She had a lot of hang time, which helped her to adjust to that set.
Young, the transfer from Charleston Southern, who hails from Kennesaw, Georgia. Good pursuit by Taylor Head. Free ball to the Tigers. Lauren Robertson pulled out on first contact, out of system for Henke, who just shoves it over. Hansen out of the middle. Florida State was completely off balance, and the Tigers have opened up a 5-point lead in this first set.
It looked that Hansen was a little bit off balance in that one off the set as well, but she was able to capitalize on it. Florida State needs to have that conversation during this timeout. Got to take a breather, got to recollect themselves. This is really uncharacteristic for this Florida State team.
Meanwhile, for Clemson, their head coach Jackie Simpson-Keir in the middle of the huddle. And this has got to be the best imaginable start if you're a fan of the Tigers. It's been a tough run, especially in conference play for Clemson. But for Coach Keir, who is in year 4 at the helm and who was previously an associate head coach for the Tigers, she'll take any momentum she can get. Two-time All-American center at Wisconsin. Clemson's made 3 NIBC tournament trips under her tenure, twice as the associate head coach and then most recently last year in her 3rd year as the head coach of the program.
Coach Keir bounced around to a lot of different programs before settling in at Clemson. She's really shined on the recruiting side of things for the Tigers, bringing in some AVCA honorable mention classes, and in 2020 had the number 24 nationally ranked class with 4 All-Americans.
She's done a great job on the recruiting trail, trying to gain some traction toward the latter stages of conference play as well. Clemson winning each of their matches last weekend against Boston College and Syracuse. Did lose in straight sets to Miami, but they were all 2 or 3 point sets. So could have gone either way. Actually out-hit Miami for 2 of those 3 sets, and they are doubling up the Noles in the hit percentage on their way to a 5-point lead midway through this first set. Henke just hammers it off the block for her first kill.
Chris Poole has been really impressed with Jane Henke this season. She came over from Germany and has played for the German national team. Really settling in over there on the right side, even though that isn't where she's traditionally played.
Usually an outside hitter, had been an outside hitter for her entire career. Yoki turned back. Yoki this time threads the needle and rips that one down the line.
Yoki's really come into her own this offense, but doing well so far.
Some valuable playing time for Sova in this match, who goes to work defensively off the kill with a block.
We saw her swing, now we see those hands. Excellent positioning. Turned her hands right into the court. Her combined with Taylor Head for a nice block.
Timeout by Clemson, leading by 5 here in this set. Mini Florida State flurry off the youngster Johanna Sova. But so far, good first set though for Clemson, hitting 400 as a team and leading it by 5, Meredith.
Really, really good. Clemson's philosophy this year has been the 3 Gs, grit, grace, and gratitude. They're playing with all 3 of those, especially gritty, scrappy defense. Asia Daly on the offense, you can't say enough about how well she has been doing, but they're aggressively pursuing success this season. It hasn't necessarily been reflected in the wins and losses, but they're really putting on a showing today.
They're staying in rallies also, Meredith, long enough for Florida State to commit some attack errors. They're the best team in the ACC in digs per set, averaging over 16. They've already got 8 so far, but the problem is when you score as much as they've scored, you don't have that many balls to dig. So this is going to hurt their digs per set ratio if they continue to speed toward the conclusion. I think that's a problem they will gladly take, though, Meredith.
I think the Tigers will be happy if that stat column's suffering with the way they've played so far in this first set.
Approaching the red zone, the final 5 points of a set are the Tigers. They've got a 5-point lead. It's first to 25, win by 2 to claim this first set. It's best 3 sets out of 5 for the match. If we get to a 5th set, it's first to 15, win by 2 for the match. And beating the block for the kill was Mia McGrath. Snuck it right inside those FSU arms.
Mia McGrath, undersized, but she's been called the heartbeat of this Tiger offense, and that is why. Places it nicely right there, and again, capitalizes on a Florida State error.
Second leading scorer for the Tigers. Head. And Hansen.
Another slide out of Kate Hansen. I love that power. She came from Texas Tech, has taken on a much bigger role here at Clemson, and she's got a size advantage in there.
No timeouts for Florida State. The only way they can delay the proceedings is with a challenge. But their bigger issue is their first ball contact. Daly. Asia Daly with 5 kills on 7 swings at the pin.
That swing is just too much. Kylene Filamawa has libero experience. She played it all year last year for Florida State. Just couldn't get it set with Daly's power.
Daly, the leading scorer, north of 3 kills per set. That's a strong serve. Here she goes again. Taylor Head off the top of the block and down.
Taylor Head just reliable throughout her season, her career, so experienced. She's definitely kind of heating up right now as of late. 6 double-doubles in the last 12 matches. She's one of those players that doesn't let the struggles get to her, comes from that veteran resume, but they need her to come up big today, especially at this deficit.
13 kills, 23 digs against Georgia Tech for Taylor Head. The 23 digs, one off her career high set at the University of Arkansas. That's an attack error by the Tigers, and that'll help Florida State's cause.
I'm really interested to see how Florida State adjusts after getting some breathing room with that Asia Daly error. It's the red zone that really has been the difference maker for them this season, and they're going to have to capitalize on it now.
It's Clemson 3 points away from the set. And Corey Lewis was there to tip that ball down.
Not the stuff maybe she was hoping for, but the timing was right. Corey Lewis gets the block.
Jackie Simpson-Kears still has 1 timeout. The lead's still sizable. We'll see how long she waits to call it if she ends up needing to. Daly hunting the sideline, misses it. And just as I suspected, you can only let things go so far. The lead trimmed in half. Timeout Clemson.
Absolutely. Clemson hasn't been in this position many times this season, so they're taking a moment to adjust, capitalize on their lead as of right now, and try to figure out how to get back at where they were previously with this Florida State team.
4-0 run for Florida State to tighten things up considerably here. Meredith, your thoughts on what you would like to see here if you're Clemson coming out of this timeout?
Definitely, I would like to see more Asia Daly. I know she's messed up those last few, but she's just so consistent. She's been their person that they would rely on constantly throughout this season. She had so much energy, and I'd like to see a little more. Obviously, they haven't had the chances, but I'd like to see more out of Devin Taylor down there in the libero position. She plays with so much emotion, another one of those seniors, so I'd like to see a lot more consistency from Daly, as we know she's capable of, especially in these last couple points, and just get more out of Devin Taylor down there in the back row.
Meanwhile, Florida State continues to try to trim their way back into this thing. Momentum now with the Seminoles as they try to apply some more of that scoreboard pressure on the Tigers. At one point, Clemson was hitting 500 as a team in this first set. That's brought down now to 296. Still better than Florida State's 207. But to your point, Meredith, the Tigers only had 2 attack errors prior to this Florida State run. Now they have 5, so they've doubled it in the sequence of points by Florida State and then some. So we'll see if they can hit the reset button here.
This momentum seems to be shifting in Florida State's favor. We'll see if they can continue it.
Kenna Phelan goes back to serve once more. Nice pass. And there's Taylor off the block and down. A timely swing for number 7 in white.
Exactly what we assumed they would go to. Nice power on that one. She didn't let those couple errors earlier mess her up, get in her head. She came right back for the kill.
The lead step back out to 5. The Tigers within 2 of the first set. And Lewis extends the proceedings in this first frame a little further.
Corey Lewis, one of my most favorite things to watch is her up there in the front row. She hasn't been able to get as much playing time in as recently, or playing time, practice time. She's been out on a little bit of an injury watch, but Florida State able to get that one there, and perhaps we'll see Corey Lewis in the next one.
Nowhere to go for Catherine Sand, who tried to call her own number and dump it over. FSU was ready, and the Noles are within 3. No timeouts for either side. Important to get those serves in. Each of these teams has had trouble with that. And even though Koenig got her serve in, it doesn't matter. Asia Daly off serve receive, another strong kill for number 7.
Her 7th kill today. She's hitting north of 400. Really fun to watch.
Set point. Somebody's got to take that ball. McGrath comes in to do it. Lewis misses the sideline and throw away the records. Clemson comes on the road and takes set 1 in Tallahassee.
Plays better at home, so maybe they'll be able to turn it around in this second set.
Well, credit to Clemson. They absorbed the energy, kind of took some of that energy out of the gym with their play in the first set. That was a strong job there, making the most of a funky pass off serve receive. Emery Dukes rock steady in the serve receive department. That one rocketed off her hands, and FSU did well to side out off of it.
Worked through that one, and of course, you go to old reliable Audrey Koenig over there for the kill.
That'll feel good for Audrey Koenig. 3 attack errors in the first set, still hitting a negative for the match. And there's Koenig with a block. You can't keep her down long.
You see the smile immediately off that. She knew she lined that one up right, and it was nice to see it land inside the lines. Close that one out, angled the hands in. Really nice from Audrey Koenig.
Corey Lewis will also be credited with a piece of that block. There's a service error by Kenna Phelan.
We've seen more service errors from Kenna Phelan. She's got a risky, high-risk, high-reward serve back there, but number 5.
Well, she's got a jump top, and that was the float. Koenig shredding off the right now.
It was almost like during that set break, the conversation was feed Audrey Koenig. She is on top of the world right now. Nice to see her at the service line, see if she can carry all of that momentum.
Sometimes you just have to let your All-Americans figure things out for themselves. That is an attack error, a service error by Koenig. That'll be her 2nd service error of the match.
An unfortunate number 6 for Florida State.
Still no aces for either side. Couple of service errors for Clemson as well. Head turned back and down by the block.
Yeah, Taylor Head seemed to not have read the block on that one. She immediately took responsibility, which you love to see from a veteran player like that, but good timing just wasn't right.
3-all, set 2. Out of the middle, easy going for Corey Lewis. Meredith, you mentioned that she's been dealing with a bit of an injury issue coming into this weekend. Chris Poole said she's good to go now. She's playing like it. 15 kills against Georgia Tech, 5 already against Clemson.
Absolutely, and she's the kind of player that can heat up at any time.
Indigo Young turned back, and that is exactly what you got to do with the volleyball that's hovering on top of the tape. Well done by Kylene Filimawa.
Nice shot from Filimawa, straight back there to the line.
5-3 Florida State. And strong service pressure here by the Noles. Daly just rolls it over the block. Henke, hard cross, Sant digs it out. Yoki into the stands to keep that ball alive. Great pursuit by the Tigers. Sant again pulled out, another out of system ball. Yoki down the line. What touch! Kylene Filimawa has dropped the hammer a few times already in this match, this time going with the tip.
She sees the court so well. Great choice on that off speed.
6-3 Florida State. Good cover. And a collision between the Tigers. FSU's on a 3-0 run to lead it by 4, and after the Noles called an early timeout in set 1, it is Clemson up 1-0 here in Tallahassee, who calls an early timeout in set 2. We'll be back after these messages.
People who come to cricket stay with cricket, like Lily.
With cricket, my bill hasn't changed in years. I know exactly what to expect, and they deliver.
Welcome to life without hidden fees. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on cricket.
The only microwavable bacon of its kind is here. Raw to crispy in a few electric minutes.
What are you doing?
Chores. Gotta pitch in, roomie. You know, as a veteran, you earned USAA membership for your family. And we're family.
For you? No.
Worth a try.
You better change those back, son.
Son?
Still, no.
So close.
USAA, are you eligible?
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you. The authentic Jersey way. You can't fake that. And look, you can fake a lot of stuff these days. You can fake my outfit, but you can't fake freshly sliced turkey. You can fake these haunches, but you can't fake freshly sizzled bacon. Nay, you just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. It's nice to be back in my real body. Number 13, please. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
The war chant in full effect here in Tallahassee, and we'll take a second. Take a look at the ACC teams in the top 40 of the RPI. There are 8, in fact. Pittsburgh, Louisville, Stanford, SMU, all in the top 10. Georgia Tech in the top 25. Then you see Florida State at 30, UNC's at 27, and Miami is at 34. Not pictured on that graphic is Virginia, who's just outside the top 40 at 42 in the RPI. All 9 of those teams have a chance to make the NCAA tournament. The RPI is so important in that regard. Back set, Yoki finds the floor.
Nice shot from Yoki, the freshman. Nice to see her up there taking charge.
Nehemiah Hills from Finland. She's the 3rd leading scorer for Clemson. Earned ACC Freshman of the Week honors back in mid-September. Well, that's one thing I think we have seen enough of. We've met our quota. The service errors so far in this match, already 9, and we aren't even 15 points into set 2.
Yeah, we've gotten our service error fix. It's time for some service aces.
Lauren Robertson, we'll see if she heard you. Well, she got the serve in. That's an improvement on its own. Yoki off the right once again.
Able to take advantage. Kelsey Perry just entered the game. Maybe isn't quite used to the timing yet of Yoki up there of that Clemson offense, and was able to land that one through the block.
Fourth kill for Anea Matayoki. No attack errors. She's hitting north of 500. Henke. That's the hot hand, and that ball was too hot, in fact, streaming through the corner. An attack error for Anea Matia.
You know she's not happy with that one. Didn't snap her wrist down early enough to get that one to land inside the lines. I like how much they've integrated her into this offense in the second set, though. Taking some of the pressure off Daly.
And trying to spread that ball around, utilize both pins. And FSU was ready for that. Mia McGrath joining Daly at the pin, and she had a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, Kylene Filimala, Kelsey Perry get their hands right in front of that one. Push it back down for a nice block.
Nice job by Kylene Filimala off the right side, often tasked with setting the edge of that block. Koenig. Dug up. Devin Taylor gets it back into play. Yoki with the shove. Koenig again. Yoki stopped.
Florida State did a really nice job on that rally of keeping the ball in system, using their options. Love to see that block. A perfect way to end that kind of rally.
FSU as a team had 4 blocks in the first set. That is impressive to begin with. They've got 4 blocks in their first 11 points of the second set.
8 on the match so far. Florida State, a strong blocking team in the ACC, so nice to see them sticking true to what we know them for.
Good work there by Clemson, siding out off of the run. Yoki with her 5th kill to trim the lead to 5. The freshman goes back to serve, and Koenig serving up plenty of heat.
Really nice from the pass. Kept them in transition, or in system, and then Audrey Koenig lands it in there for the kill. Exactly doing what she's meant to do out there on the outside.
4th kill for number 4 in black. Hey, hey! We have ourselves an ace serve.
Finally, we were waiting for it, Sean.
Kylene Filimala, pretty strong candidate as somebody who could drop one in there.
What can't she do?
She can do a little bit of everything. Hansen off the slide.
Kate Hansen was able to line that one up, send it through that block. Kelsey Perry didn't exactly have her hands positioned to keep that one inside of the court, and Clemson gets the side out.
Nice pass. And head. Strong vision of the court. Saw that opening right in the middle of the defense and rolled it there.
Really strong first contact from Filimala. She had that ball in control, and then Taylor Head just sees the court so well. It's that experience. She's got great court vision.
Taylor Head preseason All-ACC and All-SEC and All-American honors over the course of her Arkansas career. Hansen shoves it to the back corner. Nobody was home for Florida State. And Kate Hansen has strung together a couple of points of her own here in this second set. I mentioned earlier that she transferred in from Texas Tech, was one of the best middle blockers in the country in terms of blocks. In fact, she was the leading freshman blocker in the country a season ago, averaging 1.2 blocks per set. She's finding some traction offensively here tonight. Out of system ball, Filimala teeing up Taylor Head.
Out of system, not a problem. All of that libero experience from Kylene Filimala last year has set her up well. And of course, there is Taylor Head. Takes it nicely off speed and puts it right where she wants it down the line.
Another service error by Audrey Koenig. Just cannot seem to find that contact point she's looking for. Still a 6-point lead for Florida State, though. Head is shredding at the pin right now.
Love to see this from her, and now she'll take that momentum back to the service line. She's been someone they're really been able to rely on, and someone that the younger players on this team can really look up to, especially in moments like that.
Florida State has been in search of balance and spreading the ball around. Right now, their 3 leading scorers, a middle, an opposite, and an outside hitter in Kylene Filimawa, Corey Lewis, and Taylor Head.
It's been the name of the game for Florida State this season. Whoever can step up, that's what they've got to go with. In the matches that they have lost, it's been matches that their big 3, Taylor Head, Corey Lewis, and Audrey Koenig, have all been off. So got to make up for what others are lacking on certain days.
Nothing off about that swing for Corey Lewis. She saw kill number 8 for Asia Daly and said, let me put down kill number 6 of my own.
Corey Lewis doing what she does best, off nice set from Kenna Phelan, and then places right back there. Catherine Sanch couldn't come up with that one.
Lauren Robertson back to serve. Yoki down the line. Hey, nice swing by Kelsey Perry.
Yoki tried with the offside. Florida State was able to capitalize on that off speed, and then Kelsey Perry, a really nice swing.
Timeout, Tigers. And Florida State's lead as they head to their respective huddles back up to 8.
A lot less Asia Daly in this second set. We've seen more Kate Hansen, which has been nice, but wondering where she's been.
Well, Daly rotated off the floor, so it'll be a minute before we see her rotate back on to play in the front row for Clemson. So with that in mind, Meredith, who do you want to see the Tigers get the ball to if they're going to get their way into this match, or into this set, I should say?
I was liking what we were seeing earlier in this set from Yoki. I think she's done really well. She's been really thrown into this Clemson offense as a freshman, but she comes with some accolades from the Finnish volleyball junior national team, and she's definitely someone that they can rely on. So I want to see her continue to take command, especially as this season starts to round out. The seniors are sort of on their swan song. Let's bring in the new talent, get Yoki involved.
And there you see Nehemiah sitting on the bench for the Tigers. Has provided 5 kills off the right side for Clemson so far in this match. Had the hot hand earlier in this set, at least for Clemson's part. It's been all Florida State largely from the drop, though, in the second frame. The Noles, in fact, are already out on the floor, ready to continue the action. Meanwhile, Clemson continues to discuss things, which they're welcome to do. There's still a few seconds left in the huddle. And now they'll make their way out. FSU seemingly well on their way to equalizing this match 1 set apiece. We'll see if the Tigers can go on a run here and make things considerably more interesting. Lauren Robertson remains back to serve. Robertson, the transfer from Memphis, who has done a tremendous job both serving and setting the middles. Kelsey Perry getting going could be something to keep an eye on here if Robertson can continue to tee her up. This time she reverses the flow to Henke. Great defense once again by Clemson. Same thought, this time off speed. And the sophomore from Germany tips it over the block.
Really gritty, scrappy defense from Clemson, but Jane Henke read that one so well, saw right over the block and was able to place it with the tip.
Correction, the junior from Germany in her sophomore year at Cal State LA, a Division II school, won the national championship, did Henke. Nice job there by Sant rescuing that ball. It was less than ideal first ball contact by the Tigers. Devin Taylor did everything she could to cover up the campfire, but dug it into the net.
I love the all-out effort from Devin Taylor. She's been such a source of energy for the Clemson Tigers throughout her career. Coach has talked about how that intensity can sometimes be overwhelming in big moments, but she's such a strong leader and provides so much security for them in the back row.
20-10, Florida State. And FSU would have needed more than 4 contacts to play that ball over. Point Tigers.
The Tigers side out, but Florida State has entered the red zone and now putting to the test what Chris Poole has been looking for, executing when it's necessary. 5 points to go.
That ends a 4-0 run for Florida State. Nehemiah Yoki credited with her 6th kill. Got her hands up there on that block attempt. Good cover by the Noles. Filimawa cranks it cross court, and that's another kill for Kylene.
I love her trying that one again. The cross didn't work the first time, but she saw her way through the block after reading it on that second time, was able to get nice, strong contact, and Devin Taylor could not come up with the platform for that one.
6 kills for Filimawa, who had 10 or more for the 6th time this season against Georgia Tech.
Miscue on the block there. Kelsey Perry didn't have her hands angled in. Looking to close that one in on the next opportunity.
Lead still 9 for the Noles. Make it 10 again.
And just as quickly as they lost it, they will side out. Kylene Filimawa at the service line. 4 points to go. Ready to see them work together, keep that ball in system, and close out this set.
Jeff Holzmeyer just turned away from the floor and looked back to the bench with just a, you've got to be kidding me look.
What is that, number 12 on the day between the two teams?
Yes. Perry out of the middle. This time to the backside, there's Koenig.
Perry's timing off on that first shot. Clemson sent it back over, and of course, Audrey Koenig comes up from the right side. Check out the line there, just inside, right where she wanted it. Something that a veteran like Audrey Koenig can always give you.
Always exciting when you see opposites just shred down the line. You see a lot of the cross stuff, but when they can turn it down the line, that's always more fun. Daly tipping it off the block. That's another kill for Asia, and she is approaching double figures in the kill column. That is her 9th.
That was a little more off speed, but she looked to be shooting it down the line as well, trying to give Audrey Koenig a taste of her own medicine.
On pace for what would become her 15th match with double figures in kills. Here's another service error.
Nice read from Emery Dupes on that one.
And Florida State has a couple handfuls of set points. It was Clemson who won set 1, 25-20. Florida State primed to equalize in set 2. But not before Daly records kill number 10.
Welcome back to the floor, Asia Daly, doing what we saw her do a whole lot of in that first set and coming up right when the Tigers need her.
So Clemson gets the side out, but now Florida State is just a side out away from equaling up this match. Opportunity for Clemson. And Yoki makes the most of it.
Clemson took advantage of Florida State out of system on that first one and was able to place it right there. What is it, the meatball, the campfire, the donut? I've heard it all, but she put it right there.
I prefer campfire myself. That's what I've gone to, but I get your point.
I think I'm a donut fan.
Head was a fan of that set, and FSU fans were also a fan of that set. The Noles hitting nearly 6. We're about 25 points away from finding out. Filimawa sends it in, and we're back underway. Hansen off the slide will want a touch call. She was calling for it. James Phillips doesn't give it to her, and it will be an attack error on the sophomore middle.
Yeah, she wanted that one immediately, but no appearance of a challenge card, so we'll keep going.
Just the second attack error for Hansen, who's been pretty darn efficient so far. Back set to Koenig, who tried to cut that one sharp cross and couldn't cut it across the tape.
An excellent pass from Filimawa to start that one, but Audrey Koenig just couldn't get it off right.
It'll be attack error number 4 for Koenig. You mentioned it, Meredith. Not the typical numbers that we're used to seeing, either from a kill production standpoint or from a hit efficiency standpoint, as Hansen goes back to serve. Fortunately for Florida State, though, Taylor Head has been a perfect complement to Koenig.
It's been a testament or a concept throughout Florida State's season that the veterans set the tempo. It's Audrey Koenig, Taylor Head, Corey Lewis, and in the matches they've lost, it's been all three of them that have struggled. But in this match, Taylor Head has been able to come up, and Corey Lewis, where Audrey Koenig is currently lacking a little bit.
Out of the middle, Indigo Young. Asia Daly continues to cook.
Absolutely, there's that power again.
That is kill number 11 for Daly. And Corey Lewis responds with her 7th.
Really nice from Corey Lewis in the middle there. She's such a veteran presence. Steps up and just perfect right down there.
Lewis, in addition to being one of FSU's leading scorers, is hitting north of 400 for the 2nd straight season. Allows the momentum to build for the Noles, and after Audrey Koenig has struggled at the line, Meredith, an ace for AK.
Now, Mia McGrath couldn't quite set her platform on that one. Really good for Audrey Koenig. I hope she uses that momentum to get herself turned in a more positive stat direction.
Really nice job by Clemson, both off the pass and then nearly recording the kill. It takes an extra side for the Tigers to eventually transition out, but they do get the kill nonetheless. Indigo Young back in the scores column.
I love the choice to go to Indigo Young on that option. She has such a high vertical. She touches 10-5, so much hang time. And she got such, even though off the touch there, she gets a powerful shot with that jumping ability.
Transferred in from Charleston Southern, led the Big South the last 2 seasons, did Young in hit percentage. And Florida State continues to operate at a largely efficient clip. Hit nearly 600 as a team in set 2. Already 3 kills on 5 swings with 1 error. Early goings in set 3. And there's a block. 4 blocks in each of the first 2 sets for the Noles, and they've got another one early in set 3.
Yane Henke and Corey Lewis, well-timed, well-positioned. They read that right off of the hands there, and for a really nice block.
Nice job there by Sant playing that one off the net. Lewis tips it, and Yoki sniffed it out, but dug it out of play.
Couldn't recover from that one. Corey Lewis did a really job of hiding her hands until the last second there, so it was tough to read the off-speed, and was able to capitalize on it.
3-0 run for Florida State. They lead by 4 early on in this 3rd set. Timeout Clemson here at Tully Gym. While the Tigers take a timeout, we'll take one as well and rejoin the action after this.
Amazon Black Friday week is here. Woo! Woo! With deals up to 40% off. Woo! Shop great deals all week on Amazon. Woo!
After a long night of bringing home the bacon, there's nothing wrong with a nice, smoky nightcap. After all, it's 5 a.m. somewhere. Hormel Black Label Bacon.
Don't you ever want to do anything exciting? Like what? Why didn't you bring us to a pirate port full of pirates?
Because we are also pirates. I'm gonna help you.
If you don't get us home, I will. And me. And me.
Deal. A crew of murderous bounty hunters is coming. Are you listening to any of this?
We're listening.
Oh, yeah, what did I just say?
Are you listening to any of this?
Skeleton Crew, streaming December 3rd on Disney+.
4-point lead for the 23rd ranked Seminoles of Florida State in this 3rd set. That could really shift the momentum, at least as it pertains to the match. It feels like the Noles are already rolling with it, but that scoreboard pressure means a lot when you're leading 2 sets or trailing 2 sets to 1. Great defense by the Noles, and Henke finds the sideline for another kill.
Kylene Filamawa laying out to get that pancake, and then sets up her teammate Yane Henke for a nice cross-court shot.
Third kill on 8 swings for Yane Henke. Out of the middle, Indigo Young tips it over the block and down.
Really nice off speed for Indigo Young. She's worked a lot this year with Catherine Sant to adjust to her sets. She requires a really high set because her vertical is so high, but really effective when she's able to line it up like that.
Leading Clemson in hitting percentage this season is Young. Off the right side, Henke once again. We're going to get a net fault against the Tigers. Looks like they're going to call Hansen for being in the net. So off the Hansen net fault. 9-4 Florida State. Nice pass there by Taylor. And Hansen, after that net fault, goes right to work and puts that ball down.
Love the short-term memory from Kate Hansen. Get that one out of the way, get a kill, start feeling a little better.
Tigers back within 4. Good pass there for Florida State off serve, receive. Gildon working as a DS, did a nice job keeping that ball up as well for Clemson. And Philly Maua was turned back by the block.
Nicely timed block from up there in the middle, Kate Hansen, and appeared to be Catherine Sant up there.
So an attack error by Kylene Philly Maua. Strong pass though by Florida State. Henke off the edge of the block and down.
Looked like that one hit the inside hands of Layla Sara Hadjirajapovic, and Henke was able to get a nice kill down the middle there.
5 kills now for Yane Henke on 11 swings. Strong run through the front row for the opposite out of Germany. Hansen over the block, Florida State scrambling. Hansen once again, this time off the slide. Out to Hadjirajapovic. And Philly Maua misses wide. Point Tigers.
Sean, I think that one clipped the corner there for Philly Maua. Kept it in out of system with dupes there, but Philly Maua just got the corner of the court there. Really nice cross shot.
Hadjirajapovic dug up by Head. Second effort by Hadjirajapovic. And put down by Hansen.
That one was too tempting for Kate Hansen to not take a bite. Really nice, just slam it right back down.
Tigers are now within 4 once again. Trying to stay within touch of the Seminoles. McGrath was sent back to serve. And she'll stay back to serve.
I love the fight out of Clemson. They've got absolutely nothing to lose at this point. So anything they can do to shake up Florida State a little bit, it's productive in their mark.
Within 3. Out of system for Head. Out of system for Daly. Dupes got her right hand on it, but there was no play for the libero.
Love that all-out effort from Dupes, but just couldn't quite place it. Asia Daly comes up so strong. Sends that one out.
A 3-0 run now for Clemson. And that is an ace serve. Make it a 4-0 run. Pinpoint precision in the corner for McGrath.
Really nice from Mia McGrath behind the service line. Definitely trying to make up some of what Clemson was lacking.
Good pass by Dupes. Great dig by Dupes. Now she'll set the out of system. And Filimawa goes back to the back corner, and that time that is wide. Point Clemson, timeout, Florida State.
Florida State got to have that conversation, figure out what is going wrong. We've got to get back, they've got to get back to where they were. And Clemson really on a nice streak right now.
Yeah, a 5-0 scoring run for the Tigers in what has to feel like a pivotal third set, Meredith. When you're on the road, you know, I thought it was interesting. Chris Poole was talking about when the Noles played at SMU and all the chances they had in the second set to equalize things at the intermission, how important it felt to be 1-1 versus 0-2. When you're in the third set, to be the team on the road that's up 2-1 versus down 2-1 has to feel like a massive, massive, massive thing.
Feels really, really good. And especially for the season that Clemson has had. Not as well in the ACC as they would like, but relying on Asia Daly in this particular match to really rout Florida State. 12 kills, hitting north of 400 already. Really nice performance out of her.
Couldn't agree more. It's not often that you see pin hitters have the huge volume of kills combined with the efficiency that Daly has enjoyed. It's largely what has made Audrey Koenig so special for Florida State night in, night out. Not the night that Koenig has been looking for, at least so far, but Daly has been money at the pin, certainly for Clemson. And she has, in large part, helped to fuel this 5-0 scoring run. We'll see if they can keep it rolling. It has been a strong service rotation for Mia McGrath. Went back to serve off Clemson's first point won in this 5-point run. She has been back to serve the 4 times since, including an ace. Koenig turning it down the line, found the corner.
Really nice shot down the line. Koenig looked at her face like she appeared to have got lucky with that shot, but Seminoles will take it.
6th kill of the match for Audrey Koenig. Good pass there by McGrath. Great work defensively by Florida State. Hansen off speed, dupes, picks it up and digs it over. Daly picked up this time by Robertson. Daly turned back, McGrath plays it over. What a rally. Daly again. Robertson pulled out on first contact. Head! Off the edge of the block and down.
Really nice swing there for Taylor Head. Takes it off the block. I was really impressed throughout that rally with Mia McGrath's defense, but Taylor Head comes up right when they need her. Places that one down there.
And on a broken play, you're gonna need those from time to time. Clemson will gladly take that one. Laughs all around for the Tigers. It's another kill for, I believe, Daly. It's an ace serve.
Placed it just out of reach of Emery Dupes. Really nice in there for the ace.
Second ace of the match now for Clemson. And that is a hard player to beat on serve receive. One of the better players on serve receive really in the ACC and Dupes. Head turned back, Dupes there to defend. And this time Head blows up the block for the kill. Kill number 11 for Taylor Head.
Great way to be celebrating her senior day, having such a strong performance here. Goes up, nice set, and just places it right there off of Indigo Young's hand.
Head, 11 kills, hitting .455. We've seen some tremendous production at the pin. Daly has been one of those. Florida State was ready for the off speed though, and Corey Lewis put it back where it came from.
Now right back, Corey Lewis. Such a strong presence up there at the net.
Florida State stepped out to an early lead. Clemson erased it, knotting things up at 11. FSU has re-extended the lead to 2. That's up in the ceiling and playable for the Noles. We play on. What a shot by Head. And what a response by Sant.
What a rally. Catherine Sant is the MVP of that one. See there, Dupes goes up, Head sends it over, but Sant keeps it right there. Yeah, gets Kenna Phelan off balance. Perfect.
And that is another ace serve for Clemson. You can tell they are feeling some momentum midway here in this 3rd set. No touch, and the Tigers lead. Timeout, Florida State.
The air on that swing there, but I love the effort. Kenna Phelan going all out to keep that one in system.
Well, well, well. This has been exciting.
It's quite the match we've got here.
A 3-0 run for the Tigers. What does Florida State need to do, Meredith? They had a big lead. It went away. They stepped it out a couple of points. Now Clemson has responded with a 3-0 run of their own. What does Florida State need to do to maybe reassert themselves here?
I think it starts with Audrey Koenig. If you get her going, she's only at 6 kills, which really isn't much for her. In her career, you've got to get her going. She's gotten some confidence on the service line, but I really believe the Florida State offense runs through Audrey Koenig, and if they get her started, then things will start looking their way more.
Well, there you see Koenig and the rest of her teammates on the Florida State bench. If you're just joining us, FSU dropping set 1 here on Senior Day to Clemson, winning set 2, and now trailing by 1 in set 3. And as we take a look at the numbers from sets 1 through 3, 12 kills, 16, 12, an outstanding hit percentage as a team in set 2. Nothing quite like that in either set 1 or 3. A lot of errors early on. They've been cleaner here in this set, but they find themselves trailing by 1. Have not been able to generate the offense. You've got a Clemson team that is really strong defensively, particularly when it comes to digs. And so, goodness gracious, what could we be seeing here as we've reached the midway point of set 3? Sant serves it in. And the block was ready for Koenig.
Really nice block from Asia Daly and Indigo Young. All smiles up there up front. Timed that one really nicely. Placed it right back down.
FSU has got to generate better first ball contact. Lewis beats the block, tipped it right inside the double.
Corey Lewis looked like she surprised herself with that tip there, but puts it down right where Clemson can't recover. Very nice.
10th kill of the match for Corey Lewis. She joins Taylor Head in double figures. McGrath passes tight. Young shoves it over. Corey Lewis once again.
Nice recovery from Young, but it's Corey Lewis. Comes up big for the Seminoles. She has such a big presence at the net. This atmosphere loves her. Tallahassee, born and bred. Really a staple for the Seminoles.
Service error by Koenig. Point to Clemson. Just going back to Lewis for a second. Meredith, you mentioned the injury that she was dealing with. Wasn't 100% last weekend against Pitt or SMU. 8 kills on the weekend. She is at 26 this weekend. So Corey Lewis is back for Florida State. And Kenna Phelan, that was a smart shot by the setter.
Absolutely gorgeous from Kenna Phelan to just dump that one right in the middle there. Clemson was not ready. Sends it exactly right there into the campfire.
That is kill number 25 on the season for Phelan, who, when she calls her own number, is hitting over 400 herself. Indigo Young sides out, and Clemson leads again.
It is so much fun to watch Indigo Young. That vertical, she is so bouncy in the air there. Puts it right past Koenig, just past that 10-foot line. Really nice shot from her.
This is a Tigers team that is unmistakably playing their best volleyball right now. And into the red zone they go.
Clemson really put Florida State to work on that one with that block, pushed it right back. Florida State thought they could recover, and then the shot just wasn't where it needed to be.
2-point lead. And FSU once again has to scramble just to get a ball over. And there to clean things up is Hansen.
And Kate Hansen knows that, and she takes advantage of it. Clemson is set. They're in system. Kate Hansen gets a really nice shot off there.
Kate Hansen approaching a career high in kills set against South Carolina back in September. She had 9 against the Gamecocks. That was her 8th here today. Lewis, dug up by Sant. No digging that one up.
Really nice to see Florida State take advantage of that free ball, go to Corey Lewis, someone they know they can rely on, and get a side out there.
That puts an end to a 3-0 run for the Tigers. Robertson back to serve. Yoki turned back by the block. Here come the Noles.
Really nice. Philemau and Perry up there. Turn their hands in. Push that block down. Keeping that momentum going. Send Lauren Robertson back to the service line.
Second block of the set for the Noles, who have 10 in the match. And you cannot have a service error in the red zone.
That's exactly what Chris Poole was emphasizing. That's where they've been missing. And just bottom line, you cannot do that.
Tough break there for Lauren Robertson, who will stay in to set for Florida State. She goes to the outside. Philemau hunting the sideline. Missed it though. Point Clemson. The lead is back to 3.
Clemson really taking advantage of these untimely errors for Florida State.
Back to Philemau. As Jirajapovic goes off speed. Henke on the cross. As Jirajapovic is stopped. Kelsey Perry.
Clemson did everything right to send that one over. Kelsey Perry put up a wall. Really nice to see her in position with the timing on that one for the block.
If you like drama, this has been the match for you. Hansen out of the middle, and Clemson will have set points.
The set to Kate Hansen, nice, just clips the back line over there. Really nice shot. They're gonna have to close it out right here.
Raquel career high 9th kill puts the Tigers on the doorstep of going up 2-1. Trouble for Florida State on serve receive. Great pass. Daly, and the Tigers lead 2-1.
Schedule gauntlet as of lately. So many ranked teams with high RPI. I wonder if it's taken a toll on them, showing in this match.
Koenig gets us started in the 4th with the kill, and that is the player that if Florida State can get going, that could be a real difference maker.
She's continued to evolve throughout her career, just executing on all fronts, and her production will help to take some of the pressure off of Corey Lewis and Taylor Head so far in this match. They've got to get her started.
7th kill for Koenig, but she does have 5 attack errors. She's had a couple of service errors as well. So she's been productive, but she just hasn't been as efficient as she typically has been. That's a good start to this 4th set, though, for AK. Back set, Hansen has a new career high in kills. That's her 10th.
Really nice for Hansen off the slide there. Just places it cross court, and Florida State can't quite keep up. You see the set comes in. Yeah, Philemau, just this shot a little too short for her.
The leading blocker for the Tigers this season, putting in some strong work offensively. She's dropped in an ace as well. She's dropped in 2.
Really nice placement, that one down there on the line. Here it is, Emery Dupes called that one out, but Unfortunately for her, it was not.
Two-1 Tigers in the match and in this set. Nice pass by Florida State. And there's Corey Lewis out in the middle. That's where FSU likes to go to open up the outsides. So that was an important swing for the Noles.
Yeah, Corey Lewis really, when she thrives, this team thrives. So keeping her swinging like that and how she has been this match, Florida State is hoping to take one back.
Phelan is feeling it now. Calls her own number twice.
She saw that one all day long. Really nice placement on the dump there.
Second time she's called her own number in the last 10 or so points. Koenig nearly had an ace. Lewis just has to swat that ball over. Everybody scrambling early on in this fourth set. Free ball to FSU. All right then, Sant wins the joust, and the Tigers side out.
A little miscue from Taylor Head up front there. Really nice rally, but just can't quite get the timing on that one.
Looked like it hit the top of Taylor Head's head. Philly now a nice stretch. Henke off speed. Taylor got there. Head turned back by the block, digs it out of the net herself. Lewis hammers it.
Taylor Head learned her lesson from that last point, was there. Sets up Corey Lewis. Excellent shot.
Corey Lewis is back in a big way for Florida State, and they have needed it so far in this match. The Tigers giving them everything they asked for, and very likely more. 14 kills on 20 swings for Corey Lewis, hitting, 650 out of the middle for the Noles on her senior day. Back set, Daly, my goodness. How about that swing and that placement?
Asia Daly is back, just cuts that one right through the block for a really powerful shot.
Lewis out of the middle once again.
Lewis subbing out now, but her production really is taking the pressure off of the pins. But now with her out and Kelsey Perry in as their second middle, this is Audrey Koenig's time to shine.
Lauren Robertson back to serve. It'll be Robertson setting Kelsey Perry in terms of setters and middles for all three rotations. This time she reverses the flow to Henke. It looks like maybe there was a double contact there by the Tigers. Or excuse me, no, it looks like Kennedy Wagner got into the net.
Whatever it is, Florida State will take it.
First time we've seen Wagner in this match. Yoki off the right will want to touch. No call though from James Phillips. Point to the Noles. And now it's Clemson struggling with their first ball contact. And that will be the double contact. They got tripped up a couple of points ago between the 2 fingers for number 2 Wagner and 2 fingers for a double contact. That unmistakably a double, and that is a timeout by the Tigers, who trail by 4 in this fourth set. If they win it, they could win the match. They got a lot of work to do, though.
Chemistry cannot be ignored. Same goes for a Hormel pepperoni craving.
Dude.
Never too greasy, never too spicy, always delicious. Hormel pepperoni, boldly irresistible.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know, to check your spelling first before taking off your shirts.
Stu, Virginia.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Hey, what's up? I'm the W.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just to love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Back here in Tallahassee, number 23 Florida State trailing 2-1, leads a must-win fourth set, 8-4. Corey Lewis has certainly done her part though. 15 kills, 4 blocks, hitting .667.
Those 15 kills match her performance against Georgia Tech on Friday night, but a better hitting percentage. Who would have thought? When you hit .538, you can get better.
Well, she certainly has. Robertson sets Philly Mao at the pin. What a swing by Wagner. Down to 3, that pass is tight. And that'll be a lift called against the Seminoles.
And a little too tight to the net. Lauren Robertson can't recover, and then neither can Kelsey Perry.
Kylene Filamawa blows up the block. I would say she tooled it, but that's blowing up, I think, is more accurately the way to put it.
Absolutely, she is so strong. Used that block to her advantage, was able to send it out for the kill.
Hansen out of the middle. A lot of folks tight to the net. And that'll be a net fault against the Tigers.
Set 4 must-win situation. Florida State will take it.
Catherine Sant called for being in the net that time. Wagner turned back. Perry puts it down.
Nice sequence of blocks in that one. Kelsey Perry and Kylene Filamawa turn their hands in on the first one, and then Kelsey Perry gets the solo for the kill there.
Yoki off the right side, dupes. Tried to go into the stands to dig it out, but couldn't. Four-point lead for Florida State, make it 5.
Kennedy Wagner wasn't able to snap down her wrist on that one, and Florida State
Jackie Simpson here with the challenge card, having a word with Sueño Awato. And we have our first challenge of the match. So was there or was there not a touch?
looks like Clemson might be challenging in the net, if I'm reading our ref's lips right here, but hard to tell from this angle.
And certainly nobody looks to be anywhere near the net there. Now, could there be a center line fault?
Now looks really clean on the block on that one. Not seeing a touch or a net violation.
Well, we've got a second. Let's go ahead and take a look at the challenge system in the NCAA. Sueño Awato continues to look at things on the monitor. Some of the things that are reviewable, whether or not a ball contacted a player, so touch or no touch, in or out. Did a player touch the net? In this case, I think we can confirm that did not happen. Did a back row player launch from in front of that 3-meter attack line? And did there perhaps, or was there perhaps a service foot fault? So we're clearly not looking at serves or back row attacks or net faults. So you have to imagine we're talking about a touch or no touch. And the point remains with Florida State. Didn't look like they touched that ball either.
Really clean on the Florida State side of the ball, and the review proves that.
And on we play, the lead up to 5. Koenig off the right side.
Audrey Koenig was up so high for that swing. You see her there, cross court, really nice for the kill.
Kill number 8 for Koenig. Head dug up by Taylor. Wagner will want a touch ball. This time she'll get it. Point to the Tigers.
I believe that was Kennedy Wagner's second swing out so far this game, so she'll take it any way she can get it. Gets the touch. Just looked like to be off of Audrey Koenig's left-hand fingertips there. Gives Clemson the side out.
Misconnection. Kelsey Perry was in the middle. And I believe Lauren Robertson was looking to reverse the flow. Nobody was home. And Koenig came charging into the net. Timeout, Chris Poole off that miscommunication. He wants to discuss things.
He jumped right up out of his chair the second that happened. Chris Poole was not happy. Need to have a conversation about those miscommunications to avoid them going forward.
Not a ton of wiggle room here for Florida State. Yes, they lead this set by 4. However, they trail in this match 2-1. Already a momentous match for Clemson. It's the first time they've taken 2 sets from the Seminoles since 2014. They have lost the last 18 matches against Florida State. So that would also be a significant streak to fall. And oh, by the way, they have not knocked off a top 25 team since 2020 when they beat Miami. So all that on the line for the Tigers, who are going to try to find their way back into this 4th set and maybe seal it without even having to go to a 5th.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of diversifying their offense so far and spreading out the production. It's making it really hard for Florida State, moving antenna to antenna on their defense. And they'll look to continue to do that.
Just going back to the streak that Florida State has over Clemson, I mentioned it was 18 matches in length. That dates all the way back to 2010. And if you want to look for Clemson's last match won here in Foley Gym, you got to go all the way back to 2007. So just to put into context how well the Tigers are playing and what this means for that group right there you have it.
Just goes back to that philosophy of gratitude, grit, and grace. Clemson is playing with a present mindset, acknowledging the opportunity for success in every decision and allowing this challenge that number 23 Florida State poses to become a potential opportunity to add to their resume.
Still have half a set to play here in the 4th, then potentially a 5th. Kylene Filimawa launching from the back row. And Daly, smart shot, tooling the block.
Really nice choice from Asia Daly to go with the off speed there. Florida State was not expecting it, and she was able to capitalize for the kill.
Daly has recorded as many as 30 kills. That came against Georgia Tech in their 5-set loss in Atlanta this season. It doesn't appear we'll be getting close to that, but the way Daly's been scoring, maybe she could. We'll see. Florida State transitions with Taylor Head.
Nice shot from Taylor Head. That huddle for Florida State after that point was all business. They are ready to get back, keep this momentum going here.
Puts an end to a 3-0 run for Clemson. Addie Raines in there on serve, receive. Double block is up, double block is down.
That was textbook from Corey Lewis and Audrey Koenig. Placed it right back in the back row there. Excellent, closed that block out. Really, really nice.
And just like that, the Noles have extended the lead to 5. Raines again in on serve, receive. Daly back to work offensively. Philly Maua saves it with one hand. And Clemson wasn't able to rescue that ball off the net.
Yeah, if you go back to the block touch on Daly's swing, take some of the pressure off of the shot there, and Taylor Head has a nice lineup there.
Timeout Tigers. Florida State responds to the three-point run by Clemson with a 3-point run of their own. So whatever buttons Chris Poole has been pressing are paying off. Must win 4th set for Florida State to get this to a 5th. Clemson already a historic match for their context.
Florida State was
way back into this.
Sorry, Sean. Florida State was trying to dig themselves out of an 0-2 hole after losing to SMU and Pitt on the road. They got themselves back up riding the high from Georgia Tech, and can't fall behind on this one if they want to keep the momentum up for a postseason run.
6-point lead for Florida State. Here at Tolly Gym in Tallahassee, Florida. Sean Davis and Meredith Grimm, our entire crew on hand with you. We have a fun match between the Tigers and the Seminoles. Clemson breaks the huddle, and we get set to get back underway. Florida State's won the last 3 points. And is speeding toward the red zone and to perhaps equaling this match 2 sets all. Head keeps it up. Lewis puts it down out of the middle.
Corey Lewis, nice cross over to that left side. Gets up and just takes every piece of that one to send it over for the kill.
Daly. That's a big rejection. Hansen, the leading blocker, active at the net. And rejected Koenig.
Really nice from Hansen. Line that one up. The timing was correct. And now she'll take that momentum back with her to the service line. Really nice to see out of the middle.
Most of Clemson's 7 blocks have come over these last couple of sets. 8 of Florida State's 12 in the first 2. Taylor Head, have yourself a match. Kill number 14 for number 1.
You see here, nice set from Kenna Phelan, and she just takes that all the way down. Really nice jump on that one. Taylor Head in for the kill.
It's been a tough match for Koenig. Offensively and at the service line, there's no way around it. Still time to figure things out, though, if you're Audrey Tight pass. And Kenneth Phelan went up there to rescue that ball off the net. It still went over the net and hit a player in white. That is an illegal back row touch. Point Tigers. Excuse me, it looks like they're going to say that whoever that was didn't give her a chance to set that ball. So instead of it being an illegal touch by Phelan, that point goes against Clemson. They get it right back off the service error. Leads at 6 for Florida State. Gildon serves. Corey Lewis out of the middle.
Corey Lewis doing what she does best. A great senior day showing for her after a tremendous career at Florida State.
Second in the ACC in hitting percentage, and that number surely to climb after today's showing, hitting north of 600 in this match. Kelsey Perry with the block.
Really nice solo block from Kelsey Perry. She had the timing right, which had been a concern from Chris Poole earlier in the season, was working on her timing. She got that one there for a really nice solo block.
(21-13) Florida State. That is a service error. Oh, still in command, leading by 7 in the red zone. Devin Taylor serves it in for Clemson. Nice swing by Wagner.
Nice shot from Wagner to place it in between the hands of that block. She was looking for one to fall for her, and she finally got one.
Within 6. Taylor serves again. Henke off the block. Wagner blows up the block, and Kennedy Wagner trying to lead Clemson back into this 4th set. Timeout, Florida State.
Wagner tries it again and gets the same result. Really good to see from her. Able to add to that offensive production on the Clemson Tigers side of the ball.
Kennedy Wagner was the 3rd leading scorer for Clemson as a freshman a season ago. Recorded 10 or more kills 11 times, in fact, in her freshman year. Hasn't had that same production, has missed some matches as the sophomore from Valparaiso, Indiana. In fact, only played 1 set against Miami. It was the 3rd one. She is now making her presence felt in this match, and Madison, for a Clemson team that has gone 5-1, they have gone 6-2, they have gone deep in their bench. They're trying to find combinations and players that fit. This could be a player that could be important for them if she can get hot here, midway set 4 and perhaps in a 5th.
She definitely made an impact for the Tigers last year. Not as much this year, as you've said, but really nice to see Catherine Stamp spreading out the ball to Wagner on the pin over there. And Clemson's looking for all the production they can get at this point. So if it comes from Wagner, they will take it.
A 3-0 run by the Tigers have them back within 5 of Florida State, who has led this set by as many as about 8, maybe 9 at one point. For Chris Poole's squad, it's a must-win set for the 23rd ranked team in the country if they want to stay in this match. Kelsey Perry has stepped up with a couple of kills and 5 blocks along with Corey Lewis. Perry with a block just a couple of points to go before the Clemson run. So will we go to a 5th, or will Clemson flip the script on the Noles, who are seemingly closing in on sending us there? Devin Taylor is back to serve once more. Henke off speed, picked up by Yoki. Wagner, and nobody's there to play that ball. Another point for Wagner. The run continues for Clemson. No timeouts for either side. Only a challenge can slow us down now.
Kennedy Wagner's 5th kill of the day, her 3rd straight point. Really nice to see that from her.
3 straight points for Kennedy Wagner. Henke this time beats the block. Got it inside the arms of Kate Hansen. Ace serve. Emery Dupes, one of 6 seniors honored, does have another year of eligibility, though, after tearing her ACL prior to what would have been her junior year. So now the redshirt junior off the ace serve goes back to serve once more. And it's a service error. So still another year of volleyball ahead for Dupes. But more importantly for her and her teammates, still at least one more set of volleyball likely in store here this afternoon. Rains, that is out. And Florida State has set points.
The crowd on their feet here in Tully Gym.
Hansen, turn back, and we will go to a 5th and a final. 20 win against a Clemson team that just refuses to go away.
Florida State really needs to capitalize on the opportunities that are in control, limit those unforced errors.
Away we go with Mia McGrath serving it in. Kylie Filimawa looking for the back corner. That is an attack error, and Clemson is on the board first.
Unfortunate error for Filimawa sends McGrath back to the service line.
The Tigers have won both of the odd sets, Florida State the evens. Good pass there by Koenig. Perry with the reach off speed, that's enough. A great time for kill number 3 for number 3.
Really high tip from Kelsey Perry, so Clemson could have had the opportunity to read that one, but Devin Taylor just couldn't get there in time.
1 point either side. Kenna Thielen checks in to serve. Corey Lewis checks onto the floor. Strong rotation here for Florida State. Rains does everything she can just to keep Clemson in the rally. What a block! Hansen says no ma'am to Corey Lewis.
Really nice in the middle there. Absolute stuff. Has to feel good to give it back to Corey Lewis when she just gave you 5 in that last set.
The 6th block of the match to go along with a career-high 10 kills. Another good pass by Florida State, and that is what you can do when you clean up your first ball contact. Good look for Koenig off the right.
Really nice having Audrey Koenig at the right pin over there. Gets a cross shot, snaps her wrist down, gets it in there. Really good kill, and really good to get her going in this 5th set. It's going to go quick, but they'll need her when she comes back in.
Koenig, an outside hitter for Florida State, who has joined Jane Henke on the opposite. Chris Poole jokes she might even be more efficient off the right side, which is largely unheard of. That's an attack error by Clemson. And I made that point just to highlight the fact that Henke has come to the front row. Ella Gaona back to serve. Florida State going for a DS in place of Audrey Koenig. And that's a good decision. No offense to Koenig, Ella Gaona is feeling some kind of way in the 5th.
Really nice from Ella Gaona to throw Clemson off balance there. Mia McGrath, such a strong passer, but just couldn't get all of that one.
4-2 Florida State. And Gaona's there defensively. Daly tools the block. She's got another kill. That's number 17 for Asia.
Can't say enough about how fantastic Asia Daly has been in this match. Lines it up right on there. Corey Lewis's hands there for that kill. The earlier dig, though, from Ella Gaona, a really nice substitution motion for Chris Poole to bring her in at this time.
Corona has not played a ton as of late, providing the Tigers a different look. Head had to wait on that set, rolls it over. Yoki turned back by the block. It stays up with Clemson for the moment. Now Henke digs it out of the net. Funky play here. And Clemson has knotted it up at 4.
I love that emotion out of Asia Daly. After that block, she pounded her chest. She is excited. We've said the Tigers have nothing to lose, and they truly don't. They're working in this 5th set.
We have seen a lot so far. Corey Lewis, something to keep an eye on. She'll care more about the match than individual accolades, but she is 2 kills away from her career-high 20.
What a career it's been, too, for Corey Lewis here for Florida State.
Great pass, and Indigo Young puts it down out of the middle.
Really nice, so quick off that set for Indigo Young. I love that shot, a really smart choice. She saw the open hole and placed it right there.
That is the 6th kill for Indigo Young, who has recorded as many as 9 in a match this season. That came at Georgia Tech. The passing in this 5th set has largely been as clean as we have seen it in some time, and Florida State sides out immediately.
Devin Taylor is being targeted, it seems, by Corey Lewis. She just can't get her hands under those kills, and Corey knows it.
Which is odd because Devin Taylor is one of the all-time best in digs in Clemson history, still not yet in double figures in the dig count in this 5-set match. There is Devin, number 16, on serve, receive. Good pursuit by Florida State. It'll lead to a free ball opportunity, though, for Clemson. Wagner starts!
That is exactly what the Seminoles needed. Kelsey Perry, Yane Henke lining up for that block. Slam it right back down in the Tigers' face. Denied Kennedy Wagner.
7-5 Florida State, the slightest of breathing room for the Noles. Wagner on the run, that's a smart decision. Philly Mauer off the block. Wagner off the block as well. Head back row. 3-ball to Florida State. Philly Mauer dug up by Taylor. Great rally. Young digs it out of the net. Wagner kept up by Head. Yoki painting the line. That's a huge kill for Clemson.
What a rally. Yoki puts it right down the line to end it, but I love the all-out effort from both of the teams here. You see Yoki sees that spot, right past Dupes, down for the line.
What a swing by the freshman who was into double figures with her 10th kill. That's the service error, and we will switch sides. Florida State ahead 8-6. And in an incredibly tight match, it is the Noles with a 2-point lead. Their last match, also at home against number 15 Georgia Tech. They defeated the Yellow Jackets in 5 sets.
The fans here in Tully Gym have gotten to see a lot of good volleyball this weekend. They seem to have woken back up here in this 5th set and are riding the momentum to send it back to their team.
Florida State has put in a ton of work this weekend. Clemson looking, meanwhile, for a spark, for some sort of highlight on the end of a frustrating ACC slate. So the Tigers will try to capitalize on an opportunity. Meanwhile, for FSU, I mentioned the win over Georgia Tech. In the fourth set, the Yellow Jackets led by 7, up 2-1 until the Noles went on an 8-0 run to make it a 1-point set. The Yellow Jackets would hold on to the lead and, in fact, had a match point opportunity, up 24-22. The Noles, though, won the next 3 points and ultimately went on to win it 26-24. They'd go on to win the match 15-10 in the 5th. But match point down, Chris Poole's squad got a kill out of Corey Lewis, an ace out of Audrey Koenig, and an untimely attack error by the Yellow Jackets. FSU did not lead from the 6-2 point on in that set. They led 6-2. It was all Yellow Jackets until the Noles won it. FSU battling from behind in this one as well. Clemson trying to cut into a 2-point lead in this 5th set after leading largely throughout the context of this match to this point.
Really nice for Kate Hansen to disrupt some of that Florida State momentum and get the side out for her team.
Another kill for Kate Hansen. Raines was there to pick it up, and that is just tough for Clemson, to put it lightly. You have got to play that ball, especially in this moment, and Jackie Simpson-Keir calls an immediate timeout.
No doubt that's going to be the conversation in the huddle for this Clemson team right now. It's just too close. We're in the 5th set. They've got to capitalize on those. They've played a really scrappy, gritty defense so far, and they can't stop now. They've got to improve on errors like that and just communicate better as a team.
So the lead once again is 2 for Florida State, who as a team is hitting .315 in this match. Got off to a slow start. They've gotten hot in the even-numbered sets, and they're trying to find a way in this 5th. 10 sets of volleyball on the weekend for the Seminoles. Clemson was swept by Miami. All 3 of those sets tight. And in case you're just joining us, Clemson winning each of their matches last weekend. So win-win. Had your chances against Miami. Push Florida State to 5. The Tigers are trending. I mentioned the wins last weekend. Those were over Syracuse and Boston College. It took until last weekend for them to get those first couple of ACC wins. But now they're starting to feel that momentum. They're playing better volleyball of now. And credit to Jackie Simpson-Keir. Her team has not given up.
It took a while to get things firing on all cylinders for Clemson, but now's the time more than ever. If you're going to get it going, it should be against a ranked team right now, a conference rival. Now's the time.
The Tigers are in search of their first ranked win since 2020. Their first win in Tallahassee since 2007. Wagner puts them 1 point closer with a kill off the block.
See here, Wagner gets up, nice long approach, gets the touch on there, in for the kill.
That sends McGrath back to serve. Good pass there by Koenig, and Taylor Head splits the seam.
Really strong shot from Taylor Head. Gets all of her power behind that one and sends it right back.
Corey Lewis checking in now for Florida State. Phelan back to serve. It's a strong serve by Phelan. McGrath goes off speed out of the back row with it. Taylor Head once again.
Nice read from McGrath on that off speed, but Taylor Head gets the set. Same thing, puts it right between Taylor and McGrath.
Lead up to 3.
Right on time for the Seminoles. This is what Chris Poole wanted. He wanted no service errors. He wanted them to be capitalizing on the momentum in the red zone and get everything right. And as of right now, they're on a 3-0 scoring run. That's what they're doing.
It's a 3-0 run for Florida State, Meredith. You mentioned it, a timeout by Jackie Simpson here. You got to do something to slow down the momentum. This is a Florida State team that in this rotation in particular, you've got Koenig in the front row, Corey Lewis in the front row, Taylor Head in the front row. Your center's always going to be in the back row. Kenneth Thielen is back there to serve. You've got Emery Dukes, the libero, Kylene Filimawa, who is now hitting for Florida State, but last year was a libero, so a plus passer there, who can also now attack from the back row. You can get stuck in this rotation, and the Tigers just did.
And it's a dangerous one. You've got all those seniors up in the front row. They want this one so bad, and now's the time for them to work on it.
A lot of work to do for Clemson, who has been playing largely ahead in this match. They won set one, Florida State equaled it in the second. They won set three, FSU had to win the fourth. And now for the first time really all match, they find themselves significantly behind. Asia Daly has been their leading scorer. You see her on your screen. You have to imagine that she is a player that will be counted on to help lead the charge out of this if they are to find a way.
Absolutely. You can just tell she wants this one bad, trying to command that huddle, get the side out for Clemson to get going here.
Can they get Kenneth Thielen off the service line? We're about to find out. And sometimes on top of the X's and O's you draw up, you make the server sit and think just a couple seconds more, and that alone can sometimes get you out of that rotation.
Clemson has iced Kenneth Thielen.
Hansen back to serve. She's got two aces, not there, and Head sides out immediately.
Loving it from Taylor Head as of lately. I feel like you've got to keep going back to her. She's got it right now. She's getting the shots. She's getting the looks. She's able to work through those blocks. Such an experienced veteran. She's the one you want to look for at this point in the game.
17 kills now for Taylor Head. Daly, there you go.
And just as quickly as we were missing Asia Daly, she is back.
Tigers back within 3. Florida State within 2 points, though, of the match. Taylor Head, by the way, within 1 of her season high in kills. Corey Lewis, by the way, equaling her career high. That is number 20.
Who else to take the Seminoles to match point than Corey Lewis? Takes a nice set, puts it right down, and once again, Devin Taylor cannot come up with that one. Fans are on their feet.
For match point. Daly. Out of system, Filimawa, and Florida State win a pair of 5 setters at home this weekend.
It's a nice senior day win, big celebration for Florida State. All the credit to Clemson for what they put up in today's match. Asia Daly was huge, but